Welcome back, everyone. It's a Tier 9 game on Fisherman's Bay. I am driving the M46 Patton, the American Tier 9 medium tank. And this is a heck of a thing of matchmaking for this tank. Only 2 Tier 9s in each team, a large quantity of Tier 8s, and a few Tier 7s to round it off. So, just the sort of match a Patton loves to see because, well, although the armors on this tank is not superb, it can sometimes protect you from some of the guns of some of the more lightly armed vehicles. It's got excellent gun depression, a ridiculously good 105mm gun, and okay stealth and excellent view range. So I come up here to the center ridge because I noticed my team is mostly made up of heavy tanks, not a lot of tank destroyers. So I come up here trying early shots, hopefully into enemy heavy tanks. However, this WZ-132 is going to foil that. Well played, sir. Well played. So now I'm just maneuvering to avoid potential artillery fire. And yes, I ripped down half the building because, you know, I'm trying to see if anything is coming. No sign of the heavy tanks, though. Well, we'll just chill for a moment, see what happens. Now you can see that my team is splitting into two more or less equal groups. There's the usual western group that defends the 1-2 line, and the usual heavy tank push coming up through the city. Unusually, there's almost no one watching the middle. It's me and RU-251. My plan is to try and guard the flanks of the heavy tanks while they push through the town. Now, the enemy team has a somewhat large proportion of tank destroyers, so I'm expecting the 1-2 line to be extremely heavily guarded. As you can see, one of our tank destroyers, well, he took a slightly more forward position and he got wiped out by an enemy Tier 9 medium tank. Super Pershing. Well, just although this tank is an excellent shield on the move tank in general, it is still possible to make mistakes. So here I am, auto-aiming to help me aim because when I'm driving, I'm not very good at aiming at the targets. But just a little patience, there we go. We can get our first kill of the match. Alright, so you can see there's a platoon of lows and a Tiger 1 down in the city. And I'm looking at those lows going, you know, that's a very dangerous group because they are, after all, platoon. Platoons tend to be capable of carrying many times their weight of what they would individually. So I'm looking for chances to shoot at these lows. Oh, there's a shot right there. Where'd it go? Come back. There it is. And one of the lows is taken out. Lydia's friend by himself. Now his friend, according to XVM, was a much better player. Now I spawned a prototype, and hey, prototypes are dangerous. They have a very nice 120mm gun, a couple of incredibly strong frontal armor. It means they can be a real pain to deal with. There, I cleared my line of fire. I just gotta be patient for a moment. Get the lineup. Yeah. Oh, but that time I got myself spotted, so I'm just sitting here just kind of juking around a bit. Oh, get a lucky bounce against the prototype. That's very lucky too. That gun will normally just go right through this tank like it's made of butter. But that time around I got lucky. And, even better, I'm able to then finish him off with my reload. So now I'm thinking about coming down here fighting that Tiger tank when suddenly the Scorpion, the new Tier 7 American premium tank destroyer, pops up on my flank. This tank has a really nasty 90mm gun. It is a fixed gun. It also has absolutely no armor. So here I'm roll loading with a high explosive round, so when I get up to him, I should just one-shot. Of course, it doesn't finish it, someone makes it so I could have killed him in one shot with any round, but oh well. I'm going to go up here and deal with him. And I know it's important I do so because he's going to provide vision for the enemy team in the middle. And I can see that our western flank is collapsing. Hello, little friend. Goodbye, little friend. Alright. So the other team now controls the west. Well, that actually is going to be somewhat unfortunate for my heavy tanks, because they took a fair amount of damage, looks like, coming through the city. And in a few moments they're going to run into a TD line. Well, I say a TD line. They're going to run into one TD. And he is going to give them a plastering. There's a Yag Tiger in roughly J2. Just watch the mini-map. Well, I'm busy sitting here trying to figure out how to shoot at this WZ-120. Come on forward, buddy. It'll be fine. And you're going to start seeing tanks just disappearing. Ooh, Yag Panther 2. It's not a German gun. It's not, although it's a decently accurate gun, it's not perfectly accurate. You can make mistakes. But it's good enough for that. Amazingly, I'm not being spotted from here. So I keep right on looking for more chance to shoot. Take a shot at the Jagdpanther too, but he's dropped back into hiding. There's that Jagdtiger. He's already taken out a tank destroyer that tried to roll onto the base. And we're actually losing by 3 tanks right now. Not sure where that round went. It looked like it was headed for him, but it disappears and you don't get the kill. Now it's down to just 4 tanks on my team. We are down by 4 vehicles. Good news, I'm still at full health. Hello, Mr. Borsig. Put a good hit into them there. I saw that fly through right where his outline had been. And sure enough, we see him again. He's missing a lot of tank. Oh, but I got spotted. I immediately duck for some hard cover. Try and protect my tank. Ooh, someone got a good hit in on the Borsig, but I'm not worried about him. There's a WZ-120 on low health somewhere to our north. And he could have a light tank, a Jagdpanther 2, and a bunch of other vehicles helping him out. So I'm going to carefully use my ridiculous view range to try and spot him. Hopes that then we can take him out. A few moments of tense waiting show up. The other team has more tanks. We really need to whittle them down without taking damage. There's that Borsig again. Bounce the shell for the IS-3. IS-3 takes him out. Good job, lad. Where's the enemy WZ? That's the one I really want to take out. Once he's down, things get a little bit easier on this flank. He was just up there. Oh, there he is. He has no idea I'm here. And now he's mad. Can't do anything about it. Whoop! Another lucky bounce from something. And also found a Tiger 2. Only 1,500 hit points. He's looking pretty stock. IS-3 tosses a shot at him. Doesn't get much out of it. Put a good shot into him. Ooh, something penned my tank. Something with a reasonably big gun. Probably not the Tiger 2. Probably the Tiger P. Not really keen to go back at their shots some more. I can tell that the team's in a bit of a disadvantaged position. And that's when the Jagdtiger pops up on the other flank. I go, oh, hey, flank shot on him. And then the WZ shows up. This is a very important target. So I try and put a shot at him. Bluff it. He's making a flanking move on the KV-5, but the gun on that thing is so terrible, he's having a hard time doing anything about the KV-5. Put a good shot in the Jagdtiger. Turn and flee. Because now there's one enemy tank who's isolated from the others, that light tank. No one else here has mobility to catch him and take him out. I just got to cut him off. The KV-5 is to the south. He's going to have a hard time getting by the KV-5 again. And he keeps running north. He's going to run right smack dab into me, and I'm one of the tanks, few tanks here that he cannot easily outmaneuver. IS-3 in the middle. I'm leaving him to his own lonesome. I'm hoping he can hang on, because he's now being threatened by both a Jagdpanther 2 and a Tiger 2. Plus there's a Tiger P we haven't seen in a while. KV-5 finds the artillery as well as quartering the WZ. These are both high priority targets. The scout is definitely the more important. Trying to track him there with a hit, but doesn't quite work out. Huh, someone's on our base. I wonder who. Well, gotta finish the scout off, so I'm gonna risk taking a hit to get him out of there. There we go. Alright, IS-3 is calling for help. I decide to hide for a few moments to try and dodge with the Jagdtiger fire, which means he ends up shooting the KV-5 instead of me. Sorry, mate, but I might need those hit points. Alright, racing now to see if I can rescue the IS-3, but he's just too far away, and I know I'll never make it in time. And yup, Tiger P shot him. So the Tiger 2 and the Jagdpanther were fighting him in the center, and the Jagdtiger was down in the south because he just on K5. I know it's the Tiger P sitting on the base circle. Slow down for a moment, see if I can spot the Jagdpanther 2 here, but I don't see him. So I continue on. The mission is very straightforward. I have to reset the base. I don't have a lot of time. I have just enough time to get there and get maybe one, maybe two shots to make sure whoever's on the base does not get to cap us out. Tiger 2 is spotted, and the Jagdpanther 2, but I ignore them. I'm looking for There, the Tiger P. Stop. Aim carefully. Take him out. Here the KV-5 taking some fire, so I immediately start maneuvering to get into an attack position on the Jagdpanther 2 and the Tiger 2. There's the Jagdpanther 2. Uh-oh, he's turning. He's definitely seen me. Boom, he's out of play. Alright, zoom back to this rock. Hopefully avoid any return fire. And once I'm sure that I'm no longer spotted... Oh, there's the Tiger 2. He and the Jagdtiger found by the KV-5. Good high roll takes the Tiger 2 out, but the Jagdtiger finishes the KV-5. It's down to a 1v1. I have less than 1,000 hit points. He's got about 1,500 hit points left. We're both tier 9. But I am the swift and sneaky medium using the big clumsy tank destroyer, which means things like this can happen. I've spotted him. He's not spotted me. So, back away, make sure I got nice opaque, put an APCR round right through his tank, and immediately turn and maneuver so that he can't just point his gun where I was and put a hole in me, because that gun will hurt me and hurt me quite a bit. IS-3 is helpfully trying to ping a plan on the map, which I'm mostly just trying to ignore. I know what I'm doing here. I'm just going to sit here and kite this Jagdtiger until he's low enough health that I can just drive straight in and take him out. Oop, there he is. Take a quick shot. Well, unfortunately that didn't do anything, except for tell him where I was. Come over here, make it look like I'm going to charge out, hit the tree. Nope, don't actually go all the way out. I wanted to think that maybe I've gone by the way I just continued. But in reality, I'm going to come this way and see if I can shoot him again. Because he's got to turn his whole tank to bring his gun to bear. I can swiftly pop out, shoot, and dive back into cover. Put my gun on target. Pop out. Where is he? Might be here. Oh, there he is. There he is. Spots me, and put a shot in and vanish again. He's now at 589 health. I've got a big health advantage now. But I'd like to see if I can get him one more time so that I can do the final charge in without having to worry about him owning me too bad. Looking carefully at the bush. He's still there. He's just out of sight behind it, so I push up to the bush to see if he pops up. He doesn't. Oop, there he is. Yeah, that's looking the wrong way. I'm just going to pull out of sight again. Let them know that, yeah, I understand you're trying to help, but I got this. Just let me do my work. I see that points out time. I'm like, oh, that's a good point. We only got 2 minutes left. I can't shenanigan too much. Well, 900 health to 500 health, it'll have to do. I'm going in. Hello! Oh, you missed! And you're not going to reload before it's too late. And Patton gets behind you. See ya! 9 kills. And a ridiculous amount of damage. Let's take a look at the post-game stats for that one. Oops, left that up. Alright. So, okay, I had to do a little photoshopping to make all of the damage I did show up on one screen. But this is a heck of a nice thing of bling. So first of all, 900 assistance damage, and so just over 6,000 direct damage. My first ever mastery in the M46 Reaper, Fire for Effect, Duelist, and Bruiser, all very nice, but Radley-Walters medal, this is actually a pretty tough medal to get, along with a Defender, a High Caliber, and a Top Gun. Crazy awesome stuff. And on top of that, the fact that I also qualified for the Monster XP plus 30%, and I'm looking like I got a great deal of credits and experience for this one. If you take a look at the team screen, it's a good thing I did. I got all this because my poor team, IS-3 had a great match. Look at that, 3,000 damage. I'd be happy with that in my IS-3, very happy even. KV-5, T-69, SU-14 all had pretty decent matches. A lot of my team just unfortunately got torn to bits when they came out. Like they took a lot of damage fighting their way through the city and then just started disintegrating when they drove in front of that Jagdtiger. You can see 3,000 damage. That Jagdtiger had a very solid match. A lot of opponents got solid matches. 1,700 for the WZ. Yeah, maybe a little side for tier 9, but overall still pretty good. I see another guy, Tiger P, got 19, almost 2,000 damage in a tier 7 game. Well played, sir. Well played. Borsig, 2,500 damage. Good stuff. Low, 1,700 damage. You know, once again, good stuff. A lot of their tanks actually had, other opposing team tanks had very good matches. But Patton, this thing is a pretty awesome machine. It's got the speed, it's got the firepower, it's got the view range. Sure, you saw me bounce a couple rounds there. I would never call this armor reliable. Patton is more of an outplay tank than a simple out armor tank. Finally, personal stat screen, 30 shots fired, only 20 hits, definitely on the low side, but I was firing a lot of blind shots in there, just shooting wreckage out of the way or things like that. So that affected my hit rate, but 19 of my 20 shots a hit penned. Sure, last 4 rounds were all APCR, but it was a Yag Tiger at that point. I was fighting for, like, I'm sure I was not going to waste that game. Dear Lord, I was having an immense match. Sure, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win at that point. Before that, no, it's all armor piercing, and they were punching right through armor, left, right, and center. Helps that I was top tier, that there's no like E75s or ST1s on the other team to make shooting at them very, very difficult. A lot of close quarters combat too. Less than 2,000 damage done at more than 300 meters. This tank, a lot of this battle was fought in fairly close proximity to the enemy. Other cool things: 86 base defense points for blowing away the Tiger P. Traveled 5 kilometers. Made a nice 82,000 base credits, even after spending all sorts of credits on both APCR and some repairs. Still walked away with 30,000 credits. And yeah, so after all my other multipliers, you know, I came away with 5,269 experience. Happy stuff. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed watching that match. Good game, and good night.